It always starts the same way, a zipped-up bag, a glance at the time, and that feeling in your chest that something's about to begin. Not because of where you're going, but because of who you're going with. 3 weeks, Portugal. We didn't go for a reason. We went because the window was open. And sometimes in life, when a door swings open, you don't wait around to ask why. It's on you to walk through it. So we did. And somewhere between saying let's do it and actually getting on the flight, something shifted. This wasn't just another trip. It was something more. An invitation to live a little louder, to say yes more often, to laugh harder, to feel everything. Faro greeted us like a quiet sunrise, warm, still, familiar, even though we'd never been there before. We arrived with no itinerary, no checklist, just a few ideas and a lot of curiosity. It wasn't about going everywhere. It was about being exactly where we were. We explored the streets like locals in disguise, stumbling into old bookstores, vintage cafes, sunlit alleyways echoing with quiet laughter. We ate when we were hungry, walked when we were bored, and sat down to talk when the sun made us slow down. There were beach days at the Algarve coast where time didn't matter. We swam until we forgot what tired felt like, buried each other in the sand, ran through the shallows, made memories that didn't need to be captured to be remembered. We played games, Uno that somehow always got too competitive, and Mafia where accusations flew faster than we could defend ourselves. We didn't need anything fancy, just each other, and that was more than enough. At night, we hit the streets on scooters, zipping through empty roads, past glowing streetlights, the breeze warm on our faces. The city felt like it was ours, just us and the quiet hum of everything in motion. Some nights, we'd stop just to admire the details. The curves of an old car parked beneath a flickering lamp, a train rolling by in the distance, windows lit with other people's lives, little moments that meant more than we expected. Midway through the week, we took a coach across the border, Spain, Seville, a city that felt like a painting. We wandered through its massive parks and stumbled into tucked-away restaurants. Every corner held something new. We weren't in a rush. The whole day unfolded like it had been waiting for us. Shopping, walking, laughing. Everything slowed down just enough for us to notice. It wasn't about doing everything. It was about doing something, now fully. Lagos wasn't a chapter. It was a page, one day, but a vivid one. We climbed the cliffs where land turns to sky, stood at the edge where the ocean stretches on forever. There was no noise, just the wind and the sea and the quiet awe of being so small. Some of us took pictures. Some just stood there, staring into the blue, wondering where the horizon really ended. We talked about life, about what was next, about nothing at all. It was one of those moments you don't realize is important until it's already behind you. Then it was back to Faro, back to the place that had slowly started to feel like ours. Our days fell into a rhythm. Morning light, midday walks, evening games. We'd grab snacks, laugh over the same jokes, sit on rooftops just watching the sky turn pink. Even doing nothing felt full. The magic of being far from home, but never feeling lost. By week 3, something shifted. Time got weird, faster, slower. Everything started to feel heavier, not in a bad way, but in a way that told us it wouldn't last forever. We didn't need drinks or smoke to escape. We were already somewhere else, somewhere real, somewhere honest. Plans we knew we'd probably never follow through on. Late at night, we'd walk, sometimes in groups, sometimes in pairs. Sometimes no one said anything for minutes at a time, but it didn't feel empty. It felt right. It was in those quiet, aimless walks that the real stuff started to surface. The, I can't believe we actually did this. The, we're probably never going to do this again. The silence that said more than words ever could. We looked around at the people beside us and realized we might never all be in the same place at the same time again. And instead of being sad about it, we leaned in. We stayed up too late, talked about everything and nothing, said things we didn't know we were thinking, felt things we didn't know we needed. And it was beautiful. And then just like that, it was over. Not with a bang, but with a soft goodbye. The airport looked the same as when we arrived, but we weren't. We carried something different now, not just souvenirs or sand in our shoes, but moments burned into our memory. We'd said yes to life, to laughter, to presence, to adventure in all its unexpected forms. And maybe we won't get to do this again. Maybe life pulls us in different directions. But we'll always have this, a trip that turned strangers into stories, moments into meaning, a journey that reminded us you don't have to go far to feel something real. You just have to go fully.